Hey friends, it is time for math. We are on 16 today. We are on lesson 16 today. And guess what? I have to share my screen again with you, but that's okay. We can do this. I like kind of being able to show you what I've got on my screen and see how I'm doing it as opposed to the board some days. But hopefully soon I'll have this lovely projector fixed and I'll be able to go back to showing it to you guys on the board. So until then, let's do this. All right, lesson 16. I can relate counting on to making 10 and taking from 10. We know how to count on. We've been doing that all year, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. Like we can count on. So today we're going to relate how counting on is like making 10 or taking from 10, okay? So let's get started. Can't use those today, but we can use these. These are really crazy up here, so I'm not gonna use these, but we're gonna use these. Let's show 17 minus 9. So if I have 10, we're just gonna do a few of these too because I have time. If I have 10, how many more do I need to make 17? 7, so I can draw 7 out. Whoa, that is not what I needed to do, huh? Let's try that again. Whoop. All right, ready? We're gonna draw 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make a little space. 6, 7. So here's my 10. Here's my 7. Now I want to take 9 away, so I need to mark out how many? 9. Do I want to mark it out from my 10 or my 7? My 10. So I'm going to mark out 7. Or my 9. And I have 1 left here, 7 left here. So 7 plus 1 equals 8. All right, let's go to the next one. Ooh, I need 11. So I've got 10 in my box. I need 1 more. Now I need to take 9 away. How do I take 9 away? From my 10. I'm gonna mark it out all at one time. Ready? There's 9 gone. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Okay. Now 17 minus 9. I make 17. I've got 10. I need 7 more. So let's make 7 more. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make a little space. 6, 7. There's my 7. Am I going to take 9 from the 10 or the 7? From the 9. Mark it all out at one time. I have 1 and 7 make 8. All right, guys. We are going to start with our, maybe if I can get it there. Come on. Here we go. Our application problem. Dun, 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 dun. Whoa, can't see. There we go. Detective Ray's in the house now. Remember, a good number detective is always ready to solve a case. If you're not ready right now, pause this video, get your whiteboard and marker, or get a piece of paper and something to write with, because you're going to solve this case with me. Okay, we ready? Here we go. Good number detectives always read through the problem first. That way we can see if it asks us a specific way to solve it, and then we can go back and look for clues. All right, are you ready? Let's go. Oh, you know what? Good number detectives also read along. If you come to a word you don't know, it's okay because I'm reading it too. So read it with me, the words you know. There were 16 coats on the rack. 9 students took their coats to go outside. How many coats were still on the rack? Does it tell us how to solve this problem? No, it doesn't. So let's look for clues first, and then maybe that will help decide what we need to do. I'm going to highlight my clues. Are you ready? There were 16 coats on the rack. Yeah, 16 coats is my clue. 9 students took their coats to go outside. 9 students, I'm going to highlight 9 because there's a clue, and I'm going to highlight took their coats because that tells me what? That we're subtracting. If we're taking it away, then we're subtracting. How many coats were on the rack? Okay, so that is my question I have to answer. How many coats are still on that rack? 16 coats on the rack, and 9 students took their coats to go outside. What do you think the first thing I should do? If you said I probably need to write a number expression, I agree. I'm going to write a number expression. I have 16 coats. 9 students took their coats outside. So I'm subtracting. I'll go ahead and make it a number sentence and put equal. Now that I have that, what's the next thing I could do to show this? Draw a picture just like we were doing. I could draw 16 with our group row or 5 group rows. Ready? I need 10 and 6. So let's make 10. I'm going to try to do it as straight as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to leave a little space. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to leave a little space. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, leave a little space, 16. Now, I'm going to make a box around my 10. Look at that. There's my 10. Here's my 6. 10 and 6 make 16. Now, I need to take 9 away. Do I need to take it away from my 10 or my 6? My 10, because it's closer, or it's got more. So I'm going to do it all in one swoop. Ready? You gotta make the sounds too. It helps remember. Okay, so now I'm left with 1 in my box and 6 outside my box. So I'm gonna write, we had 10, we took 9 away, and that gave us 1. We now have 1 inside the box plus the 6 outside the box equals 7. So if 16 kids had coats on the rack and 9 of those kids took their coats outside, how many coats were still on the rack? 7. We know that 7 coats still on the rack. Are we done solving this? Did we answer our question? How many coats were still on the rack? Yes, we did. We said that there's still 7 coats on the rack. We drew out a picture to help us. We marked out 9 of those, and then we added what we had left. Good job, number detectives. I am proud of you today. So go ahead and take that detective hat off. And let's go ahead and erase our boards and get ready. We have a new teacher with us today who's going to help us learn our lesson. I'm really excited. I'll let her introduce herself. But before I do that, I'm going to pause our video just for a split second so I can get us ready, okay? So don't go anywhere, but if you need to, pause, get your board ready, okay? All right, I'll see you in just, I don't know, 3 seconds, maybe less than that. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go? If you're ready to go, do a little dance. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we're doing today. Make sure my volume is up all the way.
Welcome to class, my
Oh, you know what? Hold on, guys. That's not loud. Oh, it's because my volume's down all the way. Let's try this again, shall we? Here we go.
Mathematicians. It's Miss Kaylin here.
Miss Kaylin. Hi, Miss Kaylin.
Today, we are going to compare the take from 10 and counting on strategies you've been practicing to see which is easier. Let's get started.
Okay, let's get started.
Go ahead and pause the video now if you need to get your whiteboard and a marker for today's lesson.
You should already have one.
I'll be here when you get back.
You should already have it and ready to go, right?
You're going to start by solving a problem all on your own.
Ooh, okay.
On your whiteboard, write 11 minus 9 equals blank.
All right, I'm going to pause it. we're writing 11 minus 9 equals blank. Okay, so how can we solve this? What can we do? Let me make sure she's not telling us how to do it.
Now pause the video and find the total of 11 minus 9.
Okay, so she didn't tell us how to solve it, did she? She just said, find the total. We've got our two parts. Now we got to find a total. Well, sort of. All right, so how can we solve this? 11 minus 9. We've been doing this. This is a teen number from 9. So we're taking 9 from a teen number. I might draw that out just like we did in our application problem. 11 is made up of 10 and 1. So I can make 10 and 1 dots, right? I'm gonna do it in my 5 group row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta leave a space. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gotta leave a space. 11. Now I'm gonna put a frame on my 10. I've got 10, 11. Now I need to take 9 away. I'm gonna take it from my 10 or my 1. From my 10, so I'm gonna do it all at one time. Ready? So I said 10 minus 9 equals 1. Now I have 1 in my box plus 1 outside the box equals 2. 11 minus 9 equals 2. Do you think we're right? Did you solve it that way too? If you solved it a different way and still got the same answer, good job. Okay, if you didn't solve it the same way, but you got a different answer, maybe go back and check it, okay? Let's see what Miss Kaylin said.
I'll see you when you're done.
We're done. But if you're not, pause and take more time.
Welcome back. What did you get? What is 11 minus 9?
We got 2, didn't we?
Did you say 2? If you did, that's right. 11 minus 9 equals 2. Fill in the blank on your whiteboard with a 2.
I've got my 2 up there.
Which strategy did you use? Did you take from 10? Or maybe you counted on?
Did
Maybe
any of you
tried
count?
a different strategy. There are many ways to solve 11 minus 9. Let's try 2 of the strategies together and see if one is easier than the other.
Okay.
Go ahead and erase your board. Pause the video now if you need more time. First, we'll do the count on strategy together to solve 11 minus 9.
Okay, so let's do 11
Is this the strategy
minus 9.
that you used?
We did not.
Great. Show me how to do it on your fingers. We're going to start with 9 in
9 in our head. Ready? So we have 9,
and count on 10,
10, 11. How many did I need?
How many fingers is that, mathematicians?
2. 9, 10, 11.
When we counted on, we saw 11 minus 9 equals 2. The count on strategy was fairly easy to solve 11 minus 9. Now, let's try that same problem again and use the take from 10 strategy.
That's what we did.
We'll use our fingers.
Well, at least I did it.
We need to start with 11 fingers. So I'm going to put 11 fingers up.
I don't have 11 fingers.
Silly Miss Kaylin, that's not 11 fingers. Mathematicians, I need 11 fingers. What can I do?
I'm going to use my marker. Or maybe I'll just remember I have 11.
Mathematicians, if I read your minds correctly, I think I heard you say we can use our imagination. First, put your 10 fingers up.
You better be
Do
doing
you
it
have
too.
your 10 fingers up?
I've got my 10 fingers.
Now, mathematician, how many more fingers do we need to imagine so that we have 11 fingers?
1 more.
That's right. We need to imagine 1 more finger. I want you to visualize or imagine 1 more finger right next to your 10 fingers. Now, let's take away 9 all at once How many fingers do we have left?
I've got one finger here
I see one real finger.
and one
But
in my
let's
head.
not forget, we have one imaginary finger left up too. How many fingers is that all together?
Two.
Let's count.
One, two.
Two. We have two fingers. When we did the take from 10 strategy, we saw 11 minus 9 equals 2. We got 2 again. Let's take a moment to think about the two strategies we just used. Which strategy was easier for you? Point to the strategy on your screen that was easier for you.
That time it was easier to count on for me.
Now, let's take away 9 all at once. How many fingers do we have left? 9 in our head. And count on 10, 11.
It's easier for me to count on that time because it's closer. 9 was closer to 11 instead of having to imagine another finger and then take from.
Many of my students thought both were pretty easy, depending on the problem. So let's try another problem to see if one strategy is easier than the other. We're going to try another problem, and this time we're going to solve it 2 different ways. So to start, draw a line down the middle of your whiteboard.
Okay.
Pause the video if you need more time.
I've got my line. You got your line?
Now, on both sides, I want you to write 17 minus 9 equals blank. Pause the video again if you need more time.
Okay, so 17 minus 9 are on both sides. Uh-oh, guys, hold on just a second. My camera's acting silly.
On the first
Okay, guys, I'm sorry about that. My camera messed up and froze on me, so I had to unplug it. So let's go back to see what she was saying.
On the first side, we're going to use the count on strategy to solve 17 minus 9.
Okay,
Pause
remember.
the video now to solve.
So remember, on the count on strategy, we're going to start with 9 and we're going to count up to 17. Okay, so let's do that together. 9 in our head, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. How many did I need to count on? 8. I needed 8 more to count on. So 17 minus 8, minus 9 is 8 and counting on. So I'd start with 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I jumped 8 times. That was kind of messy, but I jumped 8 times to show that if I count on, it was 8.
Welcome back. Did you count on like this? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I got 8. Did you get 8?
We got 8, didn't we? We even showed how to jump 8 times.
Great. Let's record it. Record 8 on your answer line.
If you haven't already done that, go ahead and do that.
Phew! It took much longer to count that time. Let's try the take from 10 strategy now to solve 17 minus 9. And let's see if it's easier. Other side of your whiteboard, solve 17 minus 9 using the take from 10 strategy. You can either use your fingers like we did, or do a drawing like you've been practicing. Pause the video now to solve.
Let's do our drawing because I think that's easier for you guys to see that way. So if I'm going to draw out 17, how many do I need to draw out to make 17 besides 17? I need to break that into 10 and 7. So let's draw our 10 and 7, okay? Because I know that 17 is made up of 10 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I think I'm running out. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Can y'all see that? Yep. All right, I'm gonna box my 10 or frame my 10, okay? Now I'm gonna take 9 of those 10 away. Here, 10 minus 9 equaled 1 left over. Now I have the 7 outside my box plus my 1 equals 8. So 17 minus 9 equals 8. It's a lot of steps, but we got there, didn't we?
Welcome back, mathematicians. Did you solve like this? I have 10 real fingers and 7 imaginary
See at the bottom here? Here's our dots.
I'm going to take 9 all at once.
Ready? Whoop.
I have 1 real finger and 7 imaginary fingers. 1 and 7 is 8.
That's all we got.
So I know 17 minus 9 is 8. That was much quicker to solve that time than the count on. What do you think?
I thought it was quicker because
Which strategy was easier to solve 17 minus 9? Was it take from 10 or count on? Take a moment to point to the strategy that was easier for you.
I think for me, it was easier to take from 10. But for you, it might have been easier to count on. It's just dependent on you. Okay.
1 real finger and 7 imaginary fingers. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
For me, take from 10 was easier. But for you, like I said, it might have been counting on. It just depends on you.
The take from 10 strategy was easier for me because I could just take 9 all at once. And I know 1 and 7 is 8. You did it! Repeat after me. My brain is great.
My brain is great.
My brain will grow.
My brain will grow.
The harder I work,
the harder I work,
the more I'll know.
The more I'll know.
Great job, mathematicians. You did a great job comparing counting on and take from 10 to make the problem easier. Now it's time for your problem set. Your must-do problems are 1, 3, and 4. Do your very best and work for 10 minutes. If you finish early, try number 5. I had such a great time with you today. Work hard, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Kaylin. It was nice to meet you. All right, friends, we're going to stop sharing that one, and let's go over here to our problem set. Now, she said we were going to do number 1, 3, and 4 or 5. I can't remember. So let's look at how to do this, okay? I'm not going to do number 1 with you because that's the one you're going to do, but let's read our instructions to see how it tells us to do it. Solve the problem by counting on for A and using number bond to take from 10 for B. Okay, so you have A and B. Here's A, here's B. A, you're going to count on. B, you're going to take from 10. Okay, so let's go down to number 2. And I'm going to get my stuff ready. Okay, Justin had 15 blueberries on his plate. He ate 9 of them. How many does he have left to eat? Okay, remember on A, we're going to count on. So we're going to put 9 in our head and count up to 15. Here we go. Ready? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How many did I count on? 6. So I need to put 6 in my box. All right, now, if I'm going to take from 10 on B, I've got to break 15 into 10 and 5. So let's make 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'll box around it so you can see my 10. Here's my 10. I'm going to take how many of those away? 9 of them. I'm left with how many? 1 and 5. What is 1 and 5? 1 plus 5 is 6. Nice job. Okay, so Justin has how many blueberries left to eat? 6. Are all of our answers the same? Yeah, that's how you know you did it correctly. All right, let's keep going, friends. Now, 3 and 4. Complete the subtraction sentences by using the take from 10 strategy and counting on. Tell which strategy you would prefer to use for problems 3 and 4. All right, I'm going to show you problem 4. Okay, you're going to do 3. I think you're going to do 4. I can't remember what she said, but I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, so I have 18 minus 9. I'm going to count on the first one. Ready? Start with 9 and count to 18. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. How many did I have? 9. Man, that was a lot of counting on, wasn't it? All right. Now, if I have 18, I'm going to break it down to 10 and 8. Now, I can draw that picture out if I need to, but I might not need to. So then I can say 10 minus the 9 equals, what's 10 minus 9 all at one time? 1. And then I can say my 1 plus my 8 equals 9. So my answer is 9. Now, was it easier to take from 10 or count on? For me, it was easier to count on. So I might take my, or not take, or for me, it was take from 10. So I'll make a dot there, okay? You don't have to do 5. So that means that you'll be done. So you're gonna do number 1, A and B. Remember, one's counting on, one's taking from 10. You're gonna do 3 and 4, A and B. One's counting on, one's taking from 10, okay? Make sure you do those and your exit ticket. Once you finish with your exit ticket, then you'll be good to go. You can turn it all into me. So work hard, figure it out. Y'all are very smart, and I can't wait to see you guys on our next lesson, okay? So keep growing those brains. I'm so proud of you guys. Bye, guys. I'll see you on our next lesson.